Does marketing your business feel harder than what it should be? Trust me, I've been there. I vividly remember spending hours trying to figure out what to post, how to attract my ideal customers, and the frustration of nothing working. But then I discovered 3 key factors that completely changed everything. Once I applied them, marketing became easier, my audience grew, and I was able to generate 6 to 7 figures in sales. Today, I want to share with you 3 lessons that helped me get on the right track so you don't have to learn the hard way like I did. But to understand this first lesson, I want to share this story with you. Years ago, I took a leap of faith and quit my 9-to-5 and went all in on my coaching and consulting business. And in my head, I just knew I was going to be a millionaire. Well, I was wrong. I had no idea what I was doing. Every day, I would rack my brain trying to figure out how to attract my ideal customer. I posted content, I ran ads, I pretty much tried every marketing hack out there, but nothing clicked. And eventually, this business failed. But in the process, I learned one of the most valuable lessons ever. You can't attract who you don't know. Think about it. When you're on the phone with a close friend, does the conversation feel forced? Of course not. The conversation flows smoothly because you understand them inside and out. And marketing should feel the same way. If you're struggling to talk to your audience, it's probably because you haven't defined exactly who they are. When you understand your audience, your communication becomes clear and impactful. And this is why creating a customer avatar is so important. Think of your customer avatar as a detailed profile of your ideal customer. It's not just a general idea of who they might be, but specifically pinpoints the exact person you're trying to reach with your business. By clearly defining your avatar, you'll understand exactly who you're marketing to, and that will make everything easier for you from messaging to targeting. So how do you define your customer avatar? Well, I recommend that you focus on these 4 questions. The first one is, who is your target customer? So you want to ask yourself, how old are they? Are they male, female, or both? Where do they live? Do they live in the city? Are they in a rural area? Do they live in the suburbs? What do they do for work? This just helps you visualize exactly who you're speaking to so you have a more focused strategy. Now, the second question that you want to ask yourself is, what is their lifestyle? So what are their hobbies and interests? Where do they shop? Do they shop online or do they like to shop in stores? What type of social media platforms do they use? Learning this information just tells you where to focus your marketing efforts so you're not wasting your time in all the wrong places. The third question that you want to figure out is, what are their problems and needs? So you want to figure out, what challenges does your customer avatar face that your product or service solves? What are their goals or desires? And the third question that you want to figure out is, what frustrates them about their current options. The clearer you become on your customer avatar's pain points, the easier it is to position your product or service as the perfect solution. Now, the last question that comes with creating your customer avatar is, what drives them? Are they looking for status, convenience, affordability, or reliability? And what emotions influence their buying decisions? Understanding what motivates your customer avatar will allow you to craft marketing messages that deeply resonate with them. Now, you want to keep all 4 points in mind when it comes to truly and deeply understanding your customer avatar. Now, here's the truth. Knowing your customer avatar is an essential first step, but there is more to this journey. If you truly want to make an impact and scale your business, there are 2 more critical steps that you need to take. Many business owners struggle with marketing simply because they don't have a well-defined marketing strategy. Without a structured plan, your marketing efforts will feel scattered, inconsistent, and ineffective. Take Juicero, for example. This startup was able to raise over $120 million for a $400 juicing machine. Sounds impressive, right? But despite all this funding, this company actually failed. But why? Well, it all boils down to a poor marketing strategy. Juicero promised convenience, but customers honestly didn't really see the value of paying for a machine that squeezed pre-packaged juice when they could just do it by hand. The company completely targeted the wrong audience, and they didn't test their product thoroughly, and ultimately lost credibility when customers exposed how completely unnecessary this product was. And ultimately, Juicero shut down in just 16 months. So how do you avoid this major mistake and build a strong marketing strategy for your business? I've created a 7-step roadmap to help you craft a clear and an effective marketing plan. Let's break it down. Step 1 is set clear goals. Every great strategy starts with a clear goal. You want to ask yourself, what are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to increase brand awareness? Are you trying to get more customers? Are you trying to keep existing customers engaged? When you have a specific goal in mind, your marketing efforts become more focused and more effective. Step 2 is define your target audience. Good news is you've already done this by creating your customer avatar, and if you missed it, just go back to lesson 1. Knowing who you're speaking to just makes everything in your marketing strategy way easier. Step 3 is study your competitors. One of the best ways to improve your marketing strategy is just studying your competition. And here's a sneaky but powerful tactic that I love using, which is reading your competition's reviews. Trust me, if you want a real insight into your competitors, their reviews will tell you everything. It will tell you what your potential customers love, what they hate, and what's missing. This gives you a golden opportunity to stand out and fill in the gaps where your competitors are missing. Step 4 is developing your unique value proposition, or better known as UVP. Your unique value proposition is just the reason why somebody would choose your product or service over someone else's. It should ultimately highlight what makes your product or service special and how it directly benefits your potential customer. For example, Nike's unique value proposition is all centered around inspiration and innovation when it comes to athletes. Now, when it comes to Rolex, their unique value proposition is all about timeless luxury and superior craftsmanship. Having a strong UVP just makes your marketing messages more clear and more compelling. Now, the 5th step is choosing the right platform. Not every platform is right for your business. Think of it like this. Imagine your friend is trying to wear shoes that are 2 sizes too big. Sure, they can walk in them, but they look silly and it's probably not very comfortable to walk. And the same goes for your content. You can post content anywhere you want, but if your ideal customer isn't there, you're wasting your time and you're pretty much talking to nobody. So where should you be? If you have a young audience, TikTok and Instagram is a good place to start. If you have a more professional or corporate audience, then LinkedIn is a very good place. Now, for all businesses, I do recommend that you be on YouTube, but I'm a little bit biased here, as you could probably tell, and I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. Now, you could also create a blog or a podcast, but don't spread yourself too thin because trying to do everything will definitely lead to burnout. Step 6 is setting up automated traffic sources. If you've ever heard the phrase work smarter, not harder, these are the exact traffic sources that you want to set up. These methods take time to set up, but once they're set up, they ultimately run on autopilot and can really drive some great traffic and sales. And here are 3 traffic sources that I recommend that you focus on. The first is SEO, or search engine optimization. This is where people just find your product or business through Google. The second is email and SMS marketing. This just keeps your audience engaged and it helps you turn your leads into paying customers. The last one is paid ads, and this helps you bring really targeted traffic to your website extremely fast. I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel discussing these marketing strategies in full, so if you want to check them out, I'll link them in the description down below. And the last step is measuring your results. Once your strategy is in action, you want to track your performance to see what is working and what is not. Now, there are plenty of metrics that you want to keep your eye on to figure out how well your marketing campaign is performing. But if I only had to pick three, I would say understanding your return on investment is a great metric to look at. You want to look at your overall sales, and then you want to figure out how well people are engaging with your content. Now, there are plenty of fancy tools out there that will help you track your performance of your marketing campaigns, but a really good place to start is just using Google Analytics. Now that you've nailed down your target audience and you know how to craft a solid marketing plan, you might start thinking that your success is guaranteed. But what happens when, despite all your efforts, things still aren't working? Which takes me to our next lesson. If you're feeling like you're not getting results, hear me when I say this. You may be putting way too much pressure on yourself. I know how frustrating it can be when you feel like you've done everything right. You feel like you've dialed in your target audience, you have a solid marketing plan, but things still aren't going the way you expected. But I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. Almost every successful entrepreneur has experienced what you're feeling right now. For example, take Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She started her business with just $5,000 in savings and one simple idea. She just wanted to create better fitting shapewear. But her journey to doing this was anything but simple. She spent 2 years just refining her product, cold calling potential buyers, and hearing no more times than she can even count. Most people in her shoes would have quit, but she kept going. Eventually, a Neiman Marcus buyer took a chance on her. And then a miracle happened and Oprah actually endorsed her product. And just like that, everything changed. And today, Sarah is a billionaire all because she stayed patient and she trusted the process. Here's the truth. Marketing just takes time to master. Not every ad, post, or marketing campaign will be a home run. And that is 100% okay, and give yourself some grace. Instead of getting discouraged, shift your focus on things that you can actually control, which is your actions. Stay consistent, keep learning, and detach yourself from the need of getting instant results. Because if you're putting in the work to truly understand your ideal customer, and you've already built a solid marketing strategy, you're already on the right path. So it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And if you want to go deeper in understanding one of my favorite digital marketing strategies that can literally 10x your sales overnight, I recommend that you check out this video right here.